everyone, I'm Sean Farrell, and welcome to This Month at the Library. Somewhat unbelievably, it's already August. Thankfully, there's still plenty of summer left to enjoy, and of course, there are lots of fantastic events planned to help keep you entertained. So let's get right to them. As the United States of America celebrates its 250th anniversary, thousands of people are visiting Philadelphia and Independence Hall. Abraham Lincoln first saw Independence Hall during his 1848 visit to Philadelphia. He visited the city 4 times and was moved spiritually and emotionally by each visit. From his participation in the National Convention, his speech to the citizens of Philadelphia on his way to Washington, his attendance at the Sanitary Fair, or his final trip home in 1865, Philadelphia was special to President Lincoln. Join historical lecturer and tour guide Michael Jesberger for a presentation on the president's time in Philadelphia before, during, and after the American Civil War on Tuesday the 4th at 6:30 p.m. at the library. Thursdays at Surfside continue all month long, every Thursday at 7 p.m. at Surfside Park. Grab your beach chairs or blankets and head over each week for some great music, featuring 80s Revolution on the 6th, Chi-Town Transit Authority on the 13th, AM Gold on the 20th, and the Johnny Folsom 4 on the 27th. All events will move indoors to Community Hall in the event of inclement weather. There's so much to be said about the formation of the New Jersey Pinelands history, flora, and fauna, and its place in the national environmental movement. Author William J. Lewis will present his book, Preserving the Pines, New Jersey and the Origins of Environmentalism, on Saturday the 8th at 1 p.m. at the Avalon History Center. Join me at the library on Monday the 10th at 5 p.m. for the monthly art house film. This month's selection is The Old Woman with the Knife. An aging assassin with a knack for taking out society's worst encounters a young protege eager to learn the trade. As they form an unlikely bond, the veteran killer discovers fresh purpose in her twilight years of violence and routine. In my 4.5-star review for AFPLjournal.com, I called it smart, engaging, and exciting filmmaking with a finale that will get you on the edge of your seat before it breaks your heart. This film is not rated but contains strong graphic violence throughout, language, thematic content, and drug references. The John Walter Cape Community Band will be at Surfside Park at 7 p.m. on the 10th to present American music through the years. So bring your beach chairs and blankets to enjoy an evening of songs that will have your toes tapping and your hands clapping. Harvey Zent was part of the first generation of surfers in Avalon in the early 1960s and went on to travel around the world in the 1970s and surf many of the planet's great waves. He will be at the Avalon History Center on Monday the 17th at 2 p.m. to discuss his book, The Gift of Experience, Remarkable Encounters and Misadventures in the Global Pursuit of Waves, which chronicles his adventures. In his talk, he will share some stories about the early days of Avalon surfing and his trip around the world, including a reading of one story. Join us at 7 p.m. on the 17th at Surfside Park as the New Jersey Symphony Chamber Players will present Strings by the Sea, Pops and Broadway, mixing a variety of popular songs ranging from Broadway favorites to modern tunes from movies like K-pop Demon Hunters. The event will move indoors to Community Hall in the event of rain. Matthew Dodd will be at the library on Tuesday the 18th at 2 p.m. to present Songs and Stories of the American Revolution. Using rousing period songs and stories that put them into the context of the time, he brings to life the days of 1776. New York Times columnist and cookbook author Melissa Clark will join us at Surfside Park on Monday the 31st at 7 p.m., where she will discuss food, her popular A Good Appetite column, and some of her 46 cookbooks. Books will be available to purchase on site, and a Q&A and book signing will follow. In the event of rain or other unpleasant weather, the event will move to Community Hall. This event is presented in partnership with the Avalon Environmental Commission. Make sure to visit www.avalonfreelibrary.org/events for additional exciting programs like book clubs, story time, tech help, mahjong, and much, much more. This year's National Night Out will be held on Tuesday the 4th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Avalon's event will be held at Surfside Park, featuring many fun activities that encourage kids to engage with local organizations like the police department, fire department, public works, rescue squad, beach patrol, and more, including us at the library. Highlights include appearances from popular characters, including some favorites from the Toy Story films, face painting, glitter tattoos, balloon art, and free hot dogs. For more information, head to avalonrecreation.org. Emily Yar, the author of Taylor Swift: The Debut Years, will be at the Stone Harbor Museum at 7 p.m. on Wednesday the 19th to talk about her book, which tells the origin story of today's biggest pop star. Head to stoneharbormuseum.org for more information. Come by Borough Hall at 5 p.m. on Thursday, August 20th for the borough's annual flood insurance information meeting. Avalon remains one of only 13 communities in the United States with a Class 3 rating in FEMA's flood insurance system, which earns a 35% discount on flood insurance premiums. Attendees of this meeting will get information about flood insurance and ways to protect their properties from flood damage. More information can be found at avalonborough.net. The Naval Air Station Wildwood, located in the Cape May County Airport, will once again be holding their annual Airfest fundraising event from August 28th through the 31st. Historic aircraft will be flown in for display. There will be a Women in History reenactment presentation series, plus live music, classic cars, kids' activities, vendors, food and beer, and more. More information is available at usnasw.org. Some books coming to the library in August include The Unknown is the latest thriller by best-selling author Riley Sager. In it, a struggling actress lands a part in a major motion picture about a historic disappearance of 5 women. When the cast becomes stranded on the film's location and the disappearances begin happening once more, she'll need to figure out what's going on before it's too late. And You'll Be Sorry by Lisa Gardner, a newlywed couple with secrets of their own move into an abandoned lodge that is home to a decades-old mystery in a small town in which everyone thinks they know their neighbors and where the truth puts everyone in danger. In Olivia Blake's Dreamland, a young woman takes a job for a powerful Hollywood family where she finds herself drawn to their reclusive son against the backdrop of a string of mysterious and gruesome murders and the threat of an especially bad fire season. Richard Russo, the Pulitzer Prize-winning author of Empire Falls, returns with Under the Falls, in which a crime in a small town exposes the long-held secrets and betrayals among a group of lifelong friends. Big Little Truths by Leanne Moriarty picks up 10 years after the events of her smash hit Big Little Lies. The women of that novel are now facing new dilemmas, some that most of us can relate to, and others that only they can possibly understand, as buried secrets threaten to rise to the surface. Some movies that will be available to borrow at the library in August include in Project Hail Mary, one of my favorite movies of the year, a science teacher wakes up alone on a spaceship. As his memory returns, he uncovers a mission to stop a mysterious substance killing Earth's sun and realizes that an unexpected friendship may be the key. A horror writer visits an Irish inn to scatter his parents' ashes, unaware the property is said to be haunted by a witch, in Hokum. The Mandalorian and Grogu sees the beloved characters return for another adventure in the Star Wars universe. If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you? See how Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor handle it in Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day. Every night a shepherd reads aloud a murder mystery, pretending his sheep can understand. When he is found dead, the sheep realize at once that it was a murder and think they know everything about how to go about solving it in the irresistibly charming The Sheep Detectives. That's it for this month. If you have a bit of news or an event that you think we might want to include here, send me an email at Sean@avalonfreelibrary.org. Have a happy August, and I'll see you in the library.